Streaming from GenCon 2018, I'm here at the booth of Ninja Division with John, who is so kind to agree to give us an overview of Warhammer Doomseeker, which is one of the new releases. Thank you, John.
Hey, you're very welcome. Well, it's good to have you guys here. We're really proud to announce the release of Doomseeker, which is our first Warhammer Fantasy license in our cooperations with Games Workshop. Thankfully, we get to be doing some more stuff with Games Workshop, but this is our first one that we've made. So Doomseeker, for fans of Warhammer Fantasy, this is an old world fantasy legacy product, which means it's not Age of Sigmar, this is fantasy from the world that was, and certainly the one that I played for years and years and years. In Doomseeker, you play as Dwarf Slayers, and if you're not familiar with the Dwarf Slayer, it is a dwarf who's grown up and has done something so terrible that his honor has been stained. And in order to come back from honor, he joins the Cult of Grimnir, he shaves his head, he dyes his beard bright red, and he goes out into the world and tries to find his death, usually under the tooth or claw or the axe of an enemy of some kind. And so that's the only way for him to clear his honor. And so Doomseeker is a tavern-style game where it's cards and dice to try to go and find your death and be the slayer that dies with the most glory. So, in the game of Doomseeker, we have these beautifully, beautifully illustrated hero cards representing dwarf slayers from all over the Warhammer world. So fans of Warhammer are immediately going to recognize some of the strongholds they come from. Oh, and the first female slayer dwarf, by the way.
Oh, about time, I have to say.
I would think so.
Good to have that, you know, representation.
Yep, yep. Lady dwarves can get in trouble too, right?
Yeah.
But each of these dwarves are pulled from different regions, from different backgrounds, and we treat them a little bit like Easter eggs. But it's flavor for guys who really enjoyed Warhammer Fantasy, but also for a new player, they're colorful characters and they're fun. Once a slayer is selected, a slayer is then issued a grudge. And as you know, dwarves hold grudges. So every slayer is then going to get a grudge. There's going to be an additional victory condition or extra points that aid him in his game. While you play, a player is going to choose a Doom from the Doom lineups that he is going to face every time it comes around to his turn. So a Doom is selected, and then a Slayer, plus any of his maybe magic items or gear, is going to try to fight this battle. But from his hand, he gets to play fate cards. And these are all runes and artwork that we've developed, you know, lovingly after the Warhammer history. But fate cards are going to be your player's cards. And out of these cards will be actions that help you in your fights or help thwart an opponent. So after you've played your card, all of your opponents at the table do the same. Sometimes to make a strategy to help you win, sometimes to help you lose. At all times trying to benefit one another. Now, it's not a cooperative game because there has to be a winner. So helping somebody win or lose may determine when somebody finishes the game, because the last monster that kills you is the one that you get to score extra points for. So if it's a big monster like a dragon or a greater demon or something terrible, then your points are going to skyrocket through the game. So when it comes back around, the dwarf then takes his power level, he rolls his dice, he has his fight. If he wins, he takes the monster, he grabs more gold, and he goes off to fight another creature. If he loses, he takes damage. Your dwarf can only have 3 wounds. When he's removed from play, he's dead. But not every player that's removed from play is gone. You still have your fate cards in your hand, and you will accrue fate runes while you play. And fate runes can be used for rerolls in the game, or they can be used as currency once you've died. Because when it comes around to your turn, you can now wager on whether another dwarf is going to win or lose his battles, and score additional points for yourself at the end of the game. So nobody's ever out. And think of yourself as the ghost ancestor who's kind of like, he's going to win, you know, and throws in his runes. So we think it's a fun game. We want it to play quick, very easy to get into. It's got beautiful artwork, and yeah, we're excited.
How many players?
Up to 6, comfortably.
But the minimum is 2, 3?
2 can play. I think 3 is the best size for
because with the betting, with the wedge,
you can go back and forth. And there's ways to vary the length of the game determined by the number of Dooms that you want to introduce to play. You notice that with the Dooms, there's 3 different colored backs, and there's a lot more that come in the box. Well, the green ones are all common creatures. These are orcs and goblins and warriors and cultists. The blue are uncommon monsters, so they might be warlords or priests or wizards. And the reds are going to be your epic Dooms, chaos dragons, greater demons. They might be plague priests or screaming bells or random monsters. And those are the ones that are going to score you the extra goodies. So. And
is the game available already?
It's available immediately. It launched here at GenCon. We have it available on our website. And then retailers can buy this from most global distribution points for English language. And we're working on foreign language versions as well.
Thank you, John.
You're very welcome, sir.